Well, there you have it. Studio lights. You're alone after getting back from vacation. You haven't done a video in a while. And you're looking at your watches, including a rebuy of the Seiko Transocean Blue. What were you going to do? Keep it a secret? Are you keeping secrets, McMahon? That's none. No secrets here, man. No way. Watch community's too smart. I'm not even going to try to fool you guys. No. Nope. So I'm looking at my watches, and I have 7 watches, which I like that number a lot. Unfortunately, that number will grow. More on that later. But anyways, I'm looking at my watches, and I have 7, and 6 of them have anti-resistance coating on them. So 5 of them have the Seiko DiaShield, and then the one Citizen I have has Duratect, which is, so it's all scratch resistance. And you know, I was really having Grand Seiko fever for a while, and it kind of diminished because some people in the watch community sent me photos of their Grand Seikos scratched up, and they just said, hey man, if you get one of these, it's going to be scratched. That's just how it is, man. And it kind of took away my Grand Seiko fever, frankly. And instead of getting a Grand Seiko, I got the Transocean Blue, and I'm very happy with it. And you know what's crazy is I have 2 links taken off of it, and before I had 1 link with a micro adjustment on as tight as it could be, and with 2 links it fits me like a hand in glove, and I feel more at one with it. You know, my daughters and I were beholding this beautiful dial the other day, and I'm colorblind. I mean, I know it's blue, but my daughter Julia was going, it's indigo, I see purple. I'm going, okay, whatever. It's a beautiful dial, the ceramic bezel, and there's something rich about it. I swear to God, the DiaShield on this bracelet, it looks richer than the other DiaShield. I don't know what's going on. It could just be all in my head. I don't know, but it's a very rich looking watch, probably the richest looking watch I've ever had. And I've got 2 links off of it. It fits me perfectly, and it's one of those what you thinking moments. And it's got DiaShield. I have another beautiful blue watch here, the 053 SBDC 053, and plays pretty big for a 42, as you know. I have the black version as well. The only thing I'll say about the black and blue versions of these is the 3 o'clock crown. It's not as comfortable as the 4 o'clock for me. It's not a really bad dig, you know. I'm not going to the hospital with a bloody hand or anything, but yeah, you can kind of notice it. You can kind of know. Beautiful watches. Got Duratect on my Citizen Military case. I mean, the end mill bracelet doesn't have it, and that's such a clean dial, very clean. And let's see, got DiaShield on the 061, much more comfortable than the 051. Do not have the stock bracelet, have the end mill. When I bought it from Bruce Williams, he kept the bracelet, put it on his blue one, but then he flipped the blue one anyway. Hey, people are flipping. So I like the 061. I actually had it for sale while I was in San Clemente, and I couldn't sleep. Got home, no one had put any bids on it. There were like 21 people looking at it on eBay. Took it off the market, felt better, had a good night's sleep. Isn't that crazy? Hey, by the way, this 061 with sapphire, I don't know why it attracts smudges and fingerprints more than my other sapphire crystal. I have no idea why. If anyone want to explain that to me, go for it. My Tuna has DiaShield coating on it as well. Man, I wish this thing had an automatic. Quartz is kind of tough. But what are you going to do, man, when you have a watch that looks like this? You just have to suffer in life. You know what I'm learning as a watch collector? You have to learn how to suffer. Yep, suffering is the key to happiness when you have a watch collection. And then my last watch does not have anything. It's the 7th. It's my beater. You going to focus? We're going to just sit here all day and watch the paint dry on the wall, buddy. Huh? You got anything to do with your life? Hey, man, eat some popcorn while you're waiting. Okay, there you go. So the Monster has nothing, but it is my beater. It's my backyard beater, swim beater. My neighbor bought a Vestal for the beach, and I didn't say anything. A Vestal, huh? Ooh, yeah, well, it's a beater. What are you going to do? So, I have to tell you guys something. What watch do you want to show while you're talking? Well, I'm going to show... Okay, it got stolen. I just had a watch stolen while I was doing this presentation. I can't go on with my life. The Seiko Transocean has been stolen. There's like a watch elf in the... Ah, there it is. There it is. I thought like a watch elf stole my Transocean. Panic attack live. So I bought an 8th watch. You know, it's crazy. I bought a Swiss watch. Not an expensive one. It was reduced on Joma's shop, $200, and I already had money in my PayPal account, so it was a minimal investment. And I had been looking at... You want to know something crazy? Let me tell you about the Swiss watch I bought. First of all, my favorite watch right now, which I cannot afford, it's about $8,500 brand new. I can't believe I'm saying this. My favorite watch is the Rolex Explorer 2. Black dial, stainless bezel. One of you guys told me about it, and love it. Man, that's like the watch. I never thought that a Rolex would embody my identity. You know, I was never in love with the sub. I mean, it's a nice looking watch and everything. My neighbor has one. But no, that Explorer 2 speaks to me. So I Googled Rolex Explorer 2 homage, and I came up with, I found some watches. One of them, which was very promising, was the Steinhardt Ocean Vintage, and I found it for under $600, brand new. I liked it. It's 42 millimeters. Liked the bracelet. It wasn't really wild about some of the color on the dial. There was some kind of an orange or yellow thing going on. I'm colorblind. I don't know if it was orange or yellow. And then, so I didn't buy it. I ended up buying a Swiss tool watch for $550 on Joma shop. It'll be here in about a week. And I had seen it on Random Rob's YouTube channel, and I was going, oh my God, that watch is me. It's me. It's a Glycine. It's a Glycine Airman 42 with a real dark dial on it. I think he had the rich gray dial. I got the black one. I got the one without the GMT, the purest. But it was reduced, and I was digging it. So now I'm going to have 3 tool watches in my collection. So obviously I'm going to have to just give 2 away, because that's greedy to have 3. Who in the heck does that? Some of you are going to go, McMahon, you cannot own a Glycine Swiss watch because it's been sullied by the fact that it's been purchased by Invicta, and I did research on that, and from what I've read, the Invicta ownership does not affect the craftsmanship of the Swiss-made Glycine. I read that Omega is owned by Swatch. You know what, man? We live in a synergistic international corporate conglomerate oligarchy, man. Everything's owned. Pretty soon you're going to be able to buy a refurbished Rolex at Walmart. So get off it, man. And so anyways, I'm going to have the Airman in my house. It's going to be my 8th watch. And you know, as a watch collector, you have to learn how to be miserable. Because having 7 watches is peace of mind. Having 8 just pushes me right off the ledge. I fall down the abyss. And too bad, McMahon. You're going to have to suffer having 8 watches for your delicious delight, your craving for a Swiss tool. And you're just going to have to do it. And you're going to have to suffer for the team, McMahon. You got anything else to say? Yeah. So what's going on, McMahon, with your holy Swiss Grail quest? You know, watches that cost about $3K. Is that off the table now, McMahon? And the answer is no. Here's what's going to happen, though. Do you remember the Lee K Planet Ocean moment where he kept walking into the boutique and putting it on, and he just couldn't get it out of his mind, and he kept putting it on his wrist over and over again until he finally bought it? I don't mind spending $3K on a watch if I have a moment like that. In fact, that's repeated moments, but that requires repeatedly going into a boutique and putting the watch on. I'm not buying a well, there's 2 watches that cost $3K that speak to me to some degree, but I don't know if I'm going to have a Lee K moment with them unless I try them on repeatedly. The Omega Seamaster Black Ceramic and the Tudor Black Base Steel. Those watches speak to my identity. And if I were to put those on in a boutique and say, okay, this is it, I found what I've been looking for, I start singing the U2 song, then yeah, I would sell 3 of my watches to partially fund one. I got money set aside for that. And it's not off the table, but again, I got to have the boutique moment, the Lee Kay moment. And the only 2 watches I could imagine putting on right now are the Tudor black base steel and the Seamaster 300 black ceramic. And then of course there's the new version of the Omega, which is going to probably be 4K for a while. It's got the wave dial, which I actually prefer to the current model, though I would buy the current model, the 41, if I tried it on and I had a moment. You got to have the moment, man. You don't just buy a $3,000 watch on the internet. And then my final point is I got a 92-page ebook. It's on Amazon Kindle, Watch Addiction Rules, because I'm a watch addict. And who would better know about watch addiction than a watch addict? A lot of us are. So let's see, I'll have the link to Random Rob's Glycine Airman so you can see what mine looks like. Mine doesn't have the GMT on it, which is fine with me. I don't need that. And then I'll put a link to my book on Amazon. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Going back to work soon. Not really looking forward to that. So I'll just disappear into my watch addiction for a while. Until next time, I'm out.